Yo, what's up? We're in front of the house in Home. So just want to announce that we have free parking here at the airport. So I realized when I was at the Tesla takeover event at Flachau that I was just going, out of town, out of city, out of country for a little bit over 24 hours. It counted as 2 days, 36 hours, whatever. So P10 was what I wanted to go for because I had the child seat with me. Isabel was with me. So P10, just for 1.5 days, was already 1,500 NOK or 150 euros almost. So like, what? So then I ended up taking Bolt instead. Bolt Uber, and then it would be around here to there. It depends. Sometimes it's 150 as lowest, and then maybe 300 daytime. At night might be a little bit more expensive, but that was actually cheaper than parking over there for 1,500 or more, right? So it depends. P10, but you can go further out and then take the shuttle bus in, or you can use Gardermoen parkering. It depends. But no, shit. Axel keeps opening the door. Axel, no, don't open the door. Don't open the door. And then it slams in there. Okay. Yeah, I need to figure out. I think there's a way to lock it from the inside so that they can't. ไม่เปิดนะ Axel ไม่เปิดนายไม่เปิดประตูนายไม่เปิดประตูลมแรงนะโอเคไม่เปิดนะ Axel Isabel ไม่ให้ Axel เปิดนะ Okay. Alright, anyway, we now have 2 people actually who park here. They know me from before, so they like, so they just asked me, is it possible to park here? Like, yeah, okay. So one guy here, he is going to Thailand for around 3 weeks or so. So of course, for him, it would be over 3,000 NOK. So it's save money. And the other guy there, he's just on a short trip, 2 nights or something. Then he will be back. So I plug in the Volvo for now. There's one charging there. It seems like, okay, I offered lots of charging before, free charging. I have Norgesprisen, no problem. I also have more plugs I could just pull from in the garage, but whatever. Seems like charging is not really a problem for most people. But if you need the charging, you can always get the charging. But yeah, I offer you free airport parking. From the E6, it's only 2-minute detour to get here, so quite close to the Autobahn in Norway, and then from here to the terminal, it's around 7 minutes. So Bolt or taxi or whatever, Romerike taxi, they're probably expensive, or they're not too expensive. I'm saying this because I might not be here when you are here, but I already paid for big lot, plenty of space, so I offer this for you. So if I'm around, I can, like I did with those guys, at least one guy, he didn't want to bother me. Yeah, the Volvo guy. So even though I was home, but I was with the kids, but at least the other guy there, I shuttled them to the airport, and then on the way back in July, mid-July, I might not be here, I'm not sure. So what is the deal then? You can find the email address in the description. Please only email me about parking. Don't email me, spam me about wanting to promote something or other things, Please, I'm trying to be kind here to offer free parking, so I don't want too much spam. Yeah, bitte schön. But yeah, just like other years. Oh yeah, when it comes to the whole, yeah, what about Tibber grid reward? Well, the whole grid reward was a bit hyped up a couple of years ago when it was new. Nowadays, it's more like, well, it doesn't. I don't get too much on this. I don't care too much about the grid reward. So don't count on me wanting to plug in your car or whatever. You can stay here unplugged, like this Tesla. Well, actually, that's the Tesla. There is a model. I don't remember which model, 2019 or 8. Whatever. It's a model S75D, and he has some vampire drain. So after 3 weeks, okay, I will try to take care of him or his car for a little bit, at least until I go on vacation. But yeah, so there's plenty of space here. Sorry, a little bit unstructured. I thought about doing this, and then I thought, okay, let's make a quick video. So, okay, here, my property. So you can park here. Some people park over there on the side road there. It's not my property. They call it friområde. You could park there, but at your own risk, right? But at least inside here, fine. Don't park in the grass, please. Further, I can show you, okay. Don't park here. If you have your Geländewagen, you know, please don't park here. You can park here. I mean, you can, there. If you squeeze in a bit, it's fine. But the thing is that I try to park so that we can get in and out fairly easy. So especially, I can tell you when I'm gone. I'll be gone in like in the beginning of July for 2-3 weeks. I'll be on some Europe trip to Gdansk, right? So then you could just park, you block the entrance. That's fine. Nobody's going to get in and out there. So try to count it. If you park like this would kind of work, right? If you park like this, because then you can, I don't know how tight you want to park, but seems like, well, okay, the Volvo, I park it myself. I could go a little bit tighter there, and then you should be able to park at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, 7, 8 cars maybe. 2 cars here, kind of. So you just have to use some common sense so that people can get in and out with the cars without too much jiggling around, right? And then the garage, Millennium Falcon will be parked in the garage because we'll be using an Audi Q6 e-tron. So yeah, so that would be the idea, that I can probably accommodate 6, 7, 8 cars possibly here. And then if I'm around, I can move them and I can plug it in and charge whatever. If I'm not here, then you can use a Schuko maybe, or the Type 2. And that's pretty much it. So just email me first with the dates, and I can do some quick stuff just to figure out what it is and all that. And then the trick, by the way, if you're back and if I'm not here when you arrive, and I'm not here when you, you know, come, I need to know beforehand, you know, don't just come here, because otherwise the lot here might be full. So I have to do a little bit of logistics just to figure out if there is enough space for you, right? But if I'm not here, you can just bring the key fob with you, and then you come back, and then you just like unattended, more like right? But if I'm here, I will keep the key fob inside the house where it's safer, and then if I'm gone when you come back, I can just do the trick like with a key fob. Oh, wait, no, okay. Yeah, this is the X-Bank, but yeah, I forgot. But with a Tesla key fob, for example, I can just take out the battery and then put it in the car, for example. Yeah, something like that. I find a solution for it, and then we just lock in the car, because then you can't really get it unless you break the window and get the key fob, and then you can drive the car. But I mean, who's gonna steal a freaking 7, 8-year-old Tesla over here? And who cares about them? Yeah, mostly these cars, they don't have that much value, you know. EVs, they drop so much in price. So, but okay, it's more like practical. So depending on how long you stay, you could save lots of money. And I figured, since I already have the lot here, then yeah, then it's fine. So maybe, okay, a little bit of nitpicking here. It seems like there are some taxi drivers, I don't know, other people, they tend to use my property for reversing, and then they tend to accelerate. Sometimes I see like skid marks. They've been digging up the gravel here. So okay, try to avoid to mess around too much with the place here, please. And other than that, I don't know, not much else to say, right? Just use common sense, park so you can get in and out and stuff like that, and try to make it kind of nice. And don't, also very important, don't block in others, right? Then other people will have problems, yeah, in case I'm not here. So yeah, I think that's it. What is it for me? Not really make gain for me, except for, okay, one of the things is, if I'm around, I did this a couple of years ago, and it was very popular. I know, because I have a prime location here, but it became a bit too busy, that instead of me going on some Sunday drive or whatever I'm supposed to do, you know, work, I would be I feel like I was supposed to be here and wait for them and then pick them up. So I might be more like, how they put this, I have to think about myself more. Yes, that's what I'm saying, you know. Work and family first, and then if I have time left over, I can shuttle you or back. Otherwise, you could just take Uber or whatever. It's not that expensive. It depends, you know. You can try, and sometimes you can order, you can book beforehand on Bolt if you know roughly when you will go there, right? Usually that's how it is. And then you should get the price. But then I also tried this when I booked the Bolt, I tried to book it one day. It was like, what? 500, 600 nuclear, huh? What? And then I waited the next day or whatever, or half day. And then I tried again to book it. It's like 250 NOK, okay, take it. So you can try that also with Bolt or other things. But when you arrive, come back, then it's slightly different, because then you don't know if there is a delay or shit like that. So then you might wanna, I don't know, maybe just ad hoc over there. And also when I was there at the terminal and I tried to get back here, then first the Bolt app was like busy, everyone busy. You just have to keep trying. And then you might spend 10-15 minutes searching, and then eventually you find something. You can try Bolt, you can try Uber, and then you go back to Bolt again, and then suddenly there is one driver who is available, and then you can get back here. So don't try to wait, like don't just panic and then order something like luxury or limousine for 700-800 NOK or 1,000 NOK. Just wait a little bit, and then hopefully there is something, because if you come on regular times, there should be plenty of taxis, Bolt, whatever around here. So yeah, just in case, that's how it is. So yeah, anyway, I think that's gonna be it. So contact me please, and then we can arrange it. And of course, VIP like Markus, Valdemar's friends, Pavel, people I know personally, they have VIP, they have first priority, and everyone else, if there's available slots, they can get it. So yeah, but I guess I have to kind of, if people like non-VIP already booked beforehand, and then some VIP like Markus or Valdemar comes, then I'm not going to say to the non-VIP, sorry, cancel you. No, so then I had to find a solution. Yeah, but there should be enough space. Then we have to just try to figure out who's gonna come, who's gonna leave, and then we should have enough space, because this thing is freaking huge, man. Yeah, just park a little bit tight and then everything will go. Yeah. So anyway, good. Yes, hopefully I can help as always. We could possibly save thousands of NOK here, hundreds of euros here this summer, July, because I should offer this earlier maybe, but you can save a lot of money by parking here, and then just get over to the other side there with Uber, or I can shuttle you. It's always nice also to meet some of my followers. Yeah, anyway, okay. See, yeah, the kids, they are always rubbing the glass, yeah, and then wife needs to clean, and then you see, right after she wipes, he's like, yeah, it's clean now. He's like, the never-ending story, man, with the freaking kids. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it. Have fun, have a nice summer vacation. Yeah, and yeah, have fun, because I realize now summer vacation starts for school people, people in school. So that's why I realized. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Anyway, that's gonna be for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later. They're gonna break something one day, man.